As always, it is such a good soundtrack. I love it. All right. Well, now we've gotten that out of the way. Finished some testing related things on my end here. Let's get into it, because we had something of a side questathon last time, doing most of the important side quests in Velen, or more accurately the ones that I wasn't of a good level to do, and a few Witcher contracts. And at the tail end of my stream, I ran into one thing that I was trying to finish up, but I got sidetracked by a small little, not even a quest, here at a burning house on the side of the road. So I still gotta go find the last bit of Griffin School gear, which is the other sword. Because while at some point I am going to need all the pieces of the Griffin gear, because you build the initial set, or craft the initial set, and then you upgrade them piece by piece as you go. I've got this medium armor, and then I think at level 15 I've got the other set of specially given to you medium armor. So I don't think I'm gonna need the Griffin armor until it's like level 20 stuff or anything like that. But the swords are another deal, because Witcher swords are pretty much like the best swords of their level, like bar none compared to everything else in the game. So I do want to at least get those, god damn it, before I get off with the main story. Get myself fully kitted out for the second part of the our second lead as we look for Ciri. But first I gotta deal with an irritating amount of Endregas. Truly irritating. Let's get a week's worth of rust off, get back into my flow. That's one. Is it? Oh wait, no, sorry, the last one. I guess I accidentally got the rest of them without even realizing. But anyway, we're at the ruins of this lord's castle, and I did not mean to do that. I think I accidentally chose the sign for fast travel. Loot, you're right there, come on. There we go. Okay, alright, searching the lord's castle. Somewhere in here is the diagram for the other Witcher sword. And then once I get it, I can pray to whatever higher power I find might be listening. Then I have all the bits and bobs to make both of them, and then head off to Novigrad and get some main story in there. Ooh, this looks promising. And Nugmup Tevmork. I don't speak Gaelic or whatever the closest thing here is. Oh God. Alright, time for me to butcher a language. The book is burned, only a few pages still intact. Evis, Elaine Vente Calem Intel, Elaine Etariel, Ep Cormel lo Death Esfiel, in Blath gave me Darren, and min Vine Tegen Ame, in Tuan a Murien Gedis Eve e Ap Lea, Lesan Lamfien Juan SL, Elaine Etariel, Ep Cor Antev Tevir Egwen, in Blath gave me Darien, es in Evalien a me, que shont te calum avein mien mistrusgea. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just gonna look around my apartment and make sure I didn't accidentally summon something. Well, if I did, it wasn't immediate. Whatever the hell that was. Nope, that's just for fluff. Been playing too much Avowed. I think I see a Spiderweb, I have to burn it or I can't walk through it. Monster nest. Harpies. Goody. Crossbow selected. Ladies. My water ran out. Better get some health regen going. And thank you kindly. Oh god, it's further up, isn't it? Flamethrower, bitch.
Harpies got their nest here.
Yeah, how do I, Oh, this is it. Get away. And kaboom. Alright, well, that was all fun, but I've still got a Witcher diagram to find. And based on all of these, I've also got a shitload of harpies to loot. So let me just run around and get that right quick. Okay. Now that we've taken care of that. Now it seems to think that the diagram is like below me, but that's also just the area. Oh, Maddie, hi, how are you doing? My day's going... I spent all morning doing chores, laundry, cleaning, vacuuming, so now I get to sit down and enjoy myself for a few hours. How's your day been going? And while we're waiting on the stream delay to actually get those questions through to you, trying to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go from here. Sorry I didn't notice you earlier. I was in the middle of a pitched fight. Kind of took most of my attention. Alright, so down in here somewhere, in theory, is the diagram. Well, time to go Batman mode on it. To be fair, I did turn right and immediately go upstairs. There is an entire left that I could probably stand to look through and for. Well, a couple bucks didn't hurt. Come on, get treasure. Oh, but a relic Gambison. Might dismantle that for parts. Okay, now I'm back out front. Okay, the path is leading this way, so... Is it... Oh, okay, we got a... Oh, nope, just a portcullis. Shit. You have a lot of work to do, so your day going all belong to work. Boy, haven't we all been there when it's just, you wake up and just go, oh God, not today. Please, any day but today. Because today is for everything except me. It's not a fun feeling, but it is unfortunately one of those unnecessary, like, it's completely unnecessary evil, but we just wish to whatever deity you happen to hold highest that it wasn't. Okay. I'm running out of places to look in here. That's one of the things why I'm happy that my current employment has a strict schedule, so I know exactly what days I have for me and what days I have for it. Wait. Am I being daft? Is it the, do I have to read the... No, I read that already. Is there a extra bit to this? The PNGTuber? Yes, I did make it myself. Oh, for the love of shit. Please tell me it wasn't this easy and I'm an idiot. God damn it. Anyway, getting back to it. Yes, I did in fact make the PNGTuber myself. Took me about a few hours and a little bit of figuring out a new art program. But there I am. Ooh, and steel sword. Okay. Ballstick's letter. May the gods smile on you and me, sis. Now I'm asking you to read this careful, for what I got to say is important. As soon as you set hands on this writing, gallop off to that fence Kramer what's based in Maribor. Tell them we've got some first-class gear and Witcher sword diagrams to sell. I can see you now, scratching your head, or more likely your arse, and asking, did I hear that right? You sure did. 'Twas my luck to come to care for a Witcher what got one foot in the grave and the other hovering right above. Or, as my dad would say, one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel. Yeah, I do remember you mentioning the artistic thing, once upon a time. I think I was asking minor questions about that. I was sat there looking at the poor man suffer in agony and thought to myself, he don't need this kit and these papers or he's going. While for us, that's the fixins we need to get us started in the world of business. If we sell them for the right price, that is. I hear you fretting, so stop. I didn't take everything. In fact, nobody will even realize aught of his shite's missing. Sad though, ain't it? This Witcher's a good man. First he helped the baronet solve the riddle of that lighthouse, what was sending ships into the rocks. Then he killed that dragon, ate all the peasants. Problem is, a dragon's no easy pickings, and our valiant hero got quite the licking taking it out. He's done for, that's certain, so as soon as they bury him in the tomb on Crookback Hills, I'll head straight to your place. Come to think of it, I'm curious how they'll put him in that crypt at all, for word is a vampire's made it his lair. P.S. I also lifted a few flasks off the Witcher, but since they're like not to survive the journey, I reckon I'll sample them myself, see how that Witcher hooch goes down. Maybe we'll make a business out of that too. Your brother-in-law, A. Ballstick. Oh god, I'm encumbered. Shit! By one fucking thing. Well, let's just drop that and move on with it. Yeah. So are you a professional artist, or is it a hobby for you, Maddie? Or I'm curious. And now I gotta go sell, dismantle, and craft a bunch of things. So let's go talk to the blacksmith at Crow's Perch, then get on with the story. Assuming, of course, I can craft everything I need to. Anyway, fast travel sign. Where is everything? There we go. Out of the way, dog. I don't want to hurt you.
How may I assist you?
How may I assist you? Crafting, por favor.
Need some armor.
Okay, first things first. Dismantle. Should probably dismantle the boots and sell the armor because it's significantly gives me a lot more money. Selling them all is probably no. Selling them's the best. Especially since they're heavy as shit. Wow, heavy armor. Yeesh. I've taken him out. All right. Okay, so he... Oh yeah, Grandmaster unlocks the bonuses, so that's endgame level shit. I don't need to worry about that for a good long while. Although the Griffin armor is better than what I've got on, I am gonna need it. Thing is, I just don't have everything for it just yet, so... Why does everything have to be so fucking complicated?
So long.
Okay, so I gotta find a different blacksmith. So let's try the one in... what was it? Oxenfurt? There we go. Let's check and see if this guy's got anything worth his salt.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds.
You can't take me in a fight, dude. Just chill.
Greetings again. So, you got a job?
Yeah, let's find out.
You're in luck. I actually do have a special order for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. Mark my words, you'll be satisfied.
Or not.
So
You know what? It might just be that I have to wait until I get to frickin' Novigrad to craft these. Find a blacksmith that can actually do something with it. Well, that's irritating, but you know what? I don't know why I expected things to go easy for me. That's just my luck. Alright, fast travel sign, where are you at?
Long live,
Long live, etc., etc. Yeah. Yeah, guard duty. Not exactly the most thrilling order of business on the docket, is it? Alright. Okay, you are crap. You might actually be something, so we're gonna pick you up on the way to the city. Wait, this is the... oh, fuck! This is the castle I was just at. Damn it. Okay. Let's just... get away from it so that Roach doesn't have to navigate the bridges and the water and everything. And... there we go. Come, teleporting demon steed. Let me on. Mount the fucking horse. There we go. I have no idea where I'm going, or if I'm even going the right way.
come on, Roach.
Come on. In some way, shape, or form, this horse is going to get me there. Come on.
That's it, Roach.
Yes, Roach, I know we're flying blind, but just, I trust you. Way more than I think I should, but I do trust you. Son of a bitch, that's a fence. Anyway, that's a road, there we go. Just gotta cross the frickin' river. Finally put this place behind me. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, this. God damn it.
No passage. Bridge is closed.
Because?
Cause King Radovid said it should be. Won't let anyone through who don't have a pass.
Well, as it just so happens, I got a pass. As a matter of fact, I think I might have 2 or 3.
Just so happens I have a pass.
What? Let me see. Doesn't seem forged. You never know. All right, move on.
Doesn't seem worth. You never know. Fuck it, let him through. Great. It could be forged. We're not gonna check it, but you know, it could be forged. Well done, men. Excellent job all around. Okay, where the hell am I now? Ah, right. Pass through the little island border fort. Alright, let's go, handsome. It's almost time for a shave. We gotta get in town to find a barber.
Come through. Watch your step. Crawl back under your rock.
Well, fuck you, guy number 3. Come through. Yeah, move on. Crawl under back your rock. It's like, Mel, screw you, my guy. Alright. Close enough that I'm just gonna run it like usual, over the river and through the woods, and then get Roach to get to town. Much as I love it, sometimes the horse controls can be a bit clunky. Yep. Whoa! Level 18. We'll come back to that. Ahead. 2 words. Fuck and that. Oh god, how strong are you guys? This I can do. Oh, I think the reinforcements have shown up. Yep, there they are. The whole family. Mom, Dad, and the red-headed stepchild.
Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid of the Endriggers.
Then let's do it. Shit. Okay. Monster hair. An interesting thing to find in a nest of scale type creatures, but fuck it. I'll just assume that it makes sense to somebody, because that somebody certainly ain't me.
It's you.
Oh, hey, you.
It's John Vernon, remember? You saved me from the drowners. It was Coppolis then. Now, why, my purse is bursting.
Mm-hmm. With coin that belonged to the refugees. Vengeance tastes sweet.
I thought you'd come for your reward. I'll gladly pay, mind you. You saved my life, no 2 ways about it. But if you're looking for a bruising, well, you'll find it.
Well, I've already done the work of saving you.
Coin doesn't stink. Give it here.
There you are. May it multiply in your purse. Now go.
Yep, just straight up bandits, so.
Witcher, friend.
Is there anything here I can take from you guys? I'll take your cheese and your sheepskins.
Interesting.
Hello, what's this? Dear Mother, everything has gone very well so far. I still have a considerable ways to go to the city, but as soon as I get there, I will dispatch this letter and set about writing another. I miss you and Father horribly. I am being extremely careful with the coin you gave me. I have not spent hardly a thing. Once I find employment, I will set aside an amount every week and send you my savings regularly. Tell Yolanda I love her greatly and will send for her soon. To come and be my wife, of course. I spoke with a certain Temerian who told me there are more merchants in the city than ants in the woods, and that scribes are always wanted. I believe he spoke the truth. Your Tobin. Give Fido a good belly rub for me. I really should have killed him. You know, what's one more bandit camp? Anyway.
Go, go.
Anyway. Off to Novigrad. Lovely. That's right, we get a little bit out of the swamps up here. Finally. And now it's farmland. Quite beautiful farmland, I might add. Okay. I really do not want to deal with the horse with people, especially in this density. Did you have a name? No, just elf. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember what fuckery happens on the other side of this gate.
This is Novigrad. Not your backyard.
I've had enough of living.
And now, the big city.
Why are you wandering the streets, eh? Tempting decent men.
No bread, no coin, for the shite.
I must go to the
Oi!
Well, let's help the accosted one.
Tired of your company.
Lady? What lady? See her ears? She-elf. And everyone knows that elves are always doing something on the sly.
I'm not doing anything, I swear it. I must just fetch some water.
Where will you put it? Where's your jug, eh? Where's your bucket?
Why don't you just tell the truth?
What do you mean, why? She's a non-human. Lions in their blood.
That's racist.
Don't let that fair face beguile you, Witcher. Pretty as a picture on the outside, she-elves, but the most vile filth within.
Leave her be.
By what right you giving me orders, eh?
Let's go, Rennie. Killing's like batting an eye for witchmen.
Yeah, fuck off.
You can breathe. It's over.
Over. For you, perhaps. You'll go on your merry way. But I must stay here. And they will too.
Oh, God. I'm trying to help, but she's right.
Nothing I can do about that.
Then why get involved at all? You didn't scare those boars off for my sake. For your own. To feel just and noble. A knight on a swiving white steed. Or do I have it all wrong? Go, Vatgern. And remember, we neither need nor want your pity.
Well, we're off to a great start, aren't we? Whoop. Okay, good. She's got a top on. Hold on a second. Okay, good. It still works. Oh, God. Priests.
No bread, no coin, for the shite.
Sorry.
Fucking hay-hors. life, you gotta take risks and not get fucked.
Sorry, a lot of coming through.
Hey,
Pardon me. Excuse me.
why'd your hair go?
A lot of people. Yeah, there are some people who complain about some modern games having empty cities. There are times when I feel that having a full one is actually more of a problem. Just for the sake of navigating thing, and also having to load in all these NPCs and their walking, like pathfinding, collision detection, all that fun stuff. Oh, hold on, we've got... Excuse me. Please tell me you can make weaponry. You're working on a sword.
Something sharpened, reforged.
God, I think I see this guy a lot. I remember hearing that line a lot.
Like you to craft something for me. Think you can?
Yay! Griffin steel. What am I missing here? Silver ingot. I only need 3, right? Yes. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. And here we go.
So long.
Okay, yeah. I think this guy was my go-to weapon forger. Alright. I got some nice witchery looking swords. Pardon me, taking a drink. Okay. Now just around the corner. Should be Triss's place. This is the money chain. Oh god. Oh god, here we go. That's a nose. Good lord.
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you. I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk, please.
Oh yeah, right. He's a Doppler, isn't he? There's something rotten in the state of Denmark.
Sure hope Doo-Doo hasn't met the same fate.
That's an unfortunate name. Caleb Manga. Sorry, pardon me, everybody.
From the lands already taken by
Oh boy, a lot of these look important. Contract Haunted House. I seek a witcher of unsullied reputation, documentation regarding prior achievements and written references preferred, who will undertake the task of combing the residents on the outskirts of the city recently acquired by the undersigned, Count Kurt Desart, in order to find and drive off or kill the creature which is haunting it. A sizable reward is guaranteed. Sincerely, Kurt Desart, Count of Anchor by writ of King Foltest, temporarily in residence at the Kingfisher. Contract Imp. On behalf of the Merchants Guild, I hereby announce the following. A particularly bold beast, an imp to our thinking, has taken to thieving in the market near the city gates. Though it has not yet harmed any humans, this monster has caused a great deal of irrecoverable financial loss. Whoever tracks down and kills this imp shall receive a hefty reward, one free of all taxes, in accordance with our honorable city councilman's decree numbered 1271/C/7/10. Do not tarry in providing us assistance, good people, for retail trade is the backbone of a healthy economy, meaning the financial well-being of the city's merchants lies in all of your best interests. Sylvester Amello, merchant. High stakes Gwent tournament. I'm just gonna skip that one. Fist fights. Anyone looking to bash some heads will find plenty of worthy ones in our fair city. Those interested in joining the fun, sign up for our tournament. You'll face these most highly honorable gents. Georgius George, known as the Pile Driver, Archibald O'Neill, Captain Iron Mortimer, and Durden, known as the Tailor. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take it just so it doesn't, just so the board doesn't show there's an active quest slated. Veteran seeks companion for a last mission. Required, willing to travel overseas, has own gear, experience fighting and tracking. Preferred, sense of humor and a strong head. Pay, sizable, deliverable at the mission's end. Those interested need not send any papers, for I won't read them. Come talk to me man to man instead. Nidus. Contract, monster in the bits. By order of the city council number blah blah blah, a reward has been set aside for the killing of the monster which torments and murders residents of the bits after dark. The only acceptable proof of having performed this deed shall be a trophy taken from the monster's body. Yes, this means your mother's or cousin's or aunt's eyewitness testimony will not suffice, nor will the sworn word of any other person, regardless of his or her claimed relationship to you, the hierarch, or anyone else, and also without caring one whit for his or her alleged trustworthiness, which supposedly can be attested to by anyone at your favorite drinking hall. For more information and or to collect the reward, see the District Superintendent for the Bits. Lund, by writ of the City Council, Superintendent of the Bits. Well, that went well.
Must need someone to show them to make some coin turn.
Anyway, this lovely.
I'm knackered.
Good for you. Oh yeah, this is the bank exchange. I've got things to swap out.
Well, look who's here. The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. How can I be of service?
Let's convert some currency,
Got
please.
some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Nice.
No loitering round here.
Fuck you.
It's like a witch with muscle. Cast the spell and all's gone in a flash.
Oh dear.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Get lost.
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1,
Hear that?
2,
Ooh, looky. Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
All right. That should be enough.
No, don't. No more, please.
Where's the sorceress who lived here?
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple Guard's cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's got to know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
A lovely name.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
I meant no offense.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumor has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. If you know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief and follow him.
Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone
call for me.
Just like Lawrence Fishburne in John Wick movies.
It's Menger.
Temple God.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
It's about their hearing, not their sense of smell, but what's the point you're trying to make?
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
And fuck you too, sir. I hope you don't mind if I take her stuff. Oh, that's graphic.
Herbs, roots, just turn to healing? Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this.
Yes, another tale of sorceresses living in luxury, being forced to slum it and treating it like it's the worst thing ever.
Emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
Which is unfortunate for a spellcaster. God, it's a nice place. It's just a shame that, you know, the city wants her dead. Ooh, a dumpling. I could go for some Chinese. Stop it.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor.
Yeah, well, it is kind of an emergency situation there, G. Anyway, now for the important thing.
Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
Aw, dang. Oh, we'll live, won't we? Alright, and now to find the poor, the destitute. Oh, that was fast.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
Any needs, master?
Did he just go this way? Nope. I believe that was just us saying, hey, there's a thief here. Alright, up, and now we're back to the entertainment. Ooh, fire blowers, nice.
You seen the new waitresses?
No. Are they worth seeing?
And how? Buxom
Whoa,
princess from the
don't
man's
pick and
already
choose
taken
while
away.
I've the inclination. Once I close this shambles down, you won't see me till next week.
Stay away.
That's why it don't hurt. That's all it takes.
The thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deals this side of the pond.
We can try it at home later.
Hello, bards. You haven't seen any thieving sorts around, have you?
How will you make a living? We've no monsters.
Take the night shift with me. Stop bothering me.
Yeah, just because my on paper profession is Witcher doesn't mean I can't help people with, you know, odd jobs for cash.
The thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deals this side of the pond. Whoa, don't touch me.
Alright, in that case,
Any needs, master?
let's try talking with beggars because I don't think I can actually find any thieves right now. What's up?
Take pity on me, misery, good folk, and aid a man crippled by misfortune.
Nice cart.
Word is, nothing's free in Novigrad.
Oh, no one come bursting with questions. Now, where do you folk gain the idea we beggars know everything? I need to see this, and I need to find that one who robbed me brother. Fuck if I know.
Well, let's see if you do know what I know.
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee, buy a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it. Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace. Arms for the poor.
Okay.
Their debauchery putting whores to shame.
Look at that. Just look.
You're a fierce one.
What's up, preacher man?
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Brooksay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth. Put holler at him and his tail slinks between his legs. Come on, people.
Haha, fuck you.
They said. It'll pay off, they said.
Looking wobbly. Need some overripe sheep's feet.
Anyway, still looking for thieves. Hello, any cut purses, foot pads, card sharps even? Nope. Beggars it is.
Veteran of the struggle against the Black once.
Where do you fight?
Angrin early on. In Sidaris last, along the banks of the Pontar. So, help me out.
30. I'll give you $30.
Here. Now you help me. Gotta find the back alley locals call the Putrid Grove. It's important.
Don't know naught about no grove, putrid or other. Don't generally care much for orchardry.
This is urgent.
Leave me be, I don't know.
Hell, I'm trying. Well, at the very least, help a veteran and all that.
Arms for the poor.
That's not exactly what I would say. Poor. You've got $30 on you now.
Look kindly on a wretched soul. Aid one who last saw nourishment 3 days past.
All right. Give you a crown.
Crown's enough, my lord, when your gut's so empty it's stuck flat to your spine.
Could give you more on one condition. You tell me where you drop your takings for the day.
I'd drop them with me lady. Serious trouble if I didn't.
I think you take them to the Putrid Grove.
As far as I'm concerned, the king of beggars can stick his crown up his arse, then shove it even deeper with his scepter. Bugger won't get a broken copper from me.
You're either pretty damn brave or just plain stupid.
What's he gonna do? Break me legs? Let him. Me taking's double as a cripple.
From what I hear, they'd break your legs just to start.
Some coin for me future widow, then.
Well, unfortunately, I've already given out mine to a much more pleasant beggar.
I don't know nothing. On your way. I've no use for you.
Honestly, it might be faster just to wait and look for a fucking thief.
How is business?
No, that's a townsman. Or is it? Aha!
Trouble?
You did that right in front of a guard, my guy.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Well, to hell with the beggars. We're following this guy.
I believe I ate something terrible this
I love the look of this city. It's a
so pale if you ate onions and all.
aha. Oh, they disappeared.
Some overripe sheep's feet.
Sorry, sir. Yes, yes, you're Shakespeare in the Park. Very, very good.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? Me mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
Thank you. Conveniently, I've got the money to spare.
Care to hear me tell a woe?
Some other time. I'm in a hurry.
Oh, good. I haven't lost him. Sorry, these frickin' pathfinding on these benches is irritating the shit out of me. Alright. Pardon me, everybody.
It's clear as the eternal fire.
I'm trying to keep up a good walking speed, but controller's janking out on it. Alright, and handoff. Okay, he doesn't highlight. I just need to know.
We've spoken of this already.
Pardon me. Coming through, I'm just walking this way. I'm just looking for the local Home Depot. I've heard it's this way, a few blocks on the right. Sorry, kids. Sorry, guy with a pebble in your shoe, or whatever the hell that movement was.
Temple guard let even you into the city.
Gotta pass. Although that's just across the river, so never mind.
Washed your hair lately?
Yeah, it's the cleanest thing of white hair in the entire fucking city. Don't know if you've noticed, but most people are like up to their neck in shit.
There's the black ones are chasing gorillas round the Kedweni woods. Novigrad.
Chasing gorillas? Oh. Gorilla soldiers, not gorilla monkeys. Sorry, for some For half a second, I thought there was a very interesting side quest that I completely missed on my last couple playthroughs.
Taking a rest from witch hunting. Greetings, Your Honour. Good to see you again.
Bring us the usual.
Of course. Keep this up and you'll earn yourselves a preferential rate.
Yes. What the hell? That was an exchange. For I'm not talking about him dropping off the money. I'm talking about the thing about three-titted wenches. Economically.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated kill at me things.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Or
I won't pay. Let me in.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. I've helped upkeep the beggars of the city with more than that on my way trying to find you guys. All right.
Hey, you. Seen any prime filly?
What ails you?
Fucking that one.
Hello, ma'am. Walking around like you're on sale. Jeez Louise.
Good, sir.
Nice hat.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed
We
on
can
a
gather
whim.
it here.
They're positively
That's a pearly necklace. Where'd you get it?
Lying in the street,
case,
so I took it.
please convey
You look
that
me
if any
straight in the eyes
will,
and
he
lie.
can stick his head in the flames of the
Oh boy.
Now, some rest.
Good.
Triss!
More and more people come to our secret clinics looking for help.
Hello, everybody. It's time for plot.
Something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
I wasn't exactly subtle about it.
I was looking for the Putrid Grove.
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove, ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Sorry, it's the only name I got.
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher, I've got plans, big plans, far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
So what do you want?
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we've got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city. Because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
I like how the lighting engine's doing something weird with the little fuzz on his head.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold partied with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on.
Oh.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon.
You know, they think they'd be suspicious of anybody wearing a hood.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her. Here. No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Interesting cut, but okay. Lead the way, hot stuff.
Who can afford a Witcher in this day and age?
A surprising number of people, actually.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
I'm gonna have to go swimming, aren't I?
A sack full of magicalities, and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I'll do it.
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbor.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Yeah, I need a shower.
Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Well, that was convenient. Alright, trapdoor, you say? Alright. Yay! Loot! What was that? Jesus Christ, Triss, chill out. Whoa! Never mind. I missed that part. I was just thinking, it's like, Jesus Christ, even Kira only did Gavella Glan over and over and over again. No, there's an actual fight happening.
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't.
Look, God, not the torch, the frickin'... Come on.
free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll
go after non-humans
Clue
next.
said the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Preserve your armor, too. That leather all nice and get the sheen nice and good on it. Alright, looking for a package on... Oh, there's some stuff. Get some air. And back down. Yep, that appears to be the thing. But there's more goodies down here, so why stop there? Swim faster, Geralt. There's a woman waiting. Here you go.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through.
But they probably are.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for once.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Fancy word there, Geralt. Intimated.
Why?
You know what? I lost track of her for half a second, and then I actually lost track of her. That hood actually does work.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together, I expect to resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
At the very least.
You're a merchant, familiar with how commerce works?
Of course. Honest pay for honest work.
Half up front, half once the job's done.
You're asking a great deal.
I'm a witcher. Gotta admit, I've met my share of people who say one thing beforehand, another after the fact.
Very well. Your first installment.
Sorry, I'm just being careful.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Granary, Triss. It's a granary. The grain is what's in it.
I'll cover half the space. You take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
How about this rat? Does that count?
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Looks like a good spot.
Hey,
I
rat
don't
shit.
Like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city. Looking for rat shit. Jeez.
More rat shit. It's fucking everywhere. Although there are a lot of rats in here, I gotta say.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
Is this after the spell, or do I have to wait for the motion to finish?
Well,
or
now we wait for them to scurry away.
Just time my press right as she presses says well.
Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
Could be worse, you could be dead.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound. And...
reconciled?
I'm going for Yennefer, so here we go.
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's just... it's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Yeah, God damn it.
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Oh, really? Jeez Louise. You catch them and, like, make stew out of them. Good lord, that's a waste.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
I know.
Stank from the start. Let's agree your friends were never here. Now pay the rest and let's part in peace.
You don't set the terms, mutant.
Stay out of it. We're here for the witch.
We're inseparable, see? Afraid you'll have to take us both.
Geralt!
If you say so.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Why do people gotta be assholes, you know? Call me what you will, but I'm just gonna call you on fire.
If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
That shouldn't be hard. I imagine he's out here, getting ready to shit himself.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
Yeah, don't thank me. I'm a nice guy.
Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, De Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'll be nice.
I've got a whole side quest chain waiting for you. Is that, you can't get that pebble out of your shoe? I mean, it's been like an hour, my guy. Just take the thing off at this point.
Looking for adventure?
Oh, I've had enough of living.
Alright, now let's see why I can't deal with her.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonquier. Of those de Jonquiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
Good for you. Good for him, too.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Alright, here we go.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week... Well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
Are you sure people aren't just squatting here?
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
What about me going in? Is that going to be a problem?
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter. Call that my whim. The
Yes.
second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
No. It's kind of like having a screwdriver. One's flathead and one's Phillips head. Alright, now for... Oh my god, there's so much stuff in here.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
You talking to me?
Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
A neuromancy. Dream magic. It's always fucky.
The doll. The attic.
Anyway, there's another godling here.
Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Oh no, her dream's on loop.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Sorry, I'm looting every damn thing I can in this place. Okay, that's the ladder up. And this is how I got up here. So what's in here?
Please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
The little, how was it? Rocking crib. This house is already set up for kids. In some way, shape, or form. Alright. Crap. All this crap. Alright, and get this out of the way.
Next room's blocked.
Not anymore, it's not. Pardon me, everything I can find that's alcohol related is actually quite good and useful. Okay, drawing of a crib. Luckily I already found the crib.
There was a cradle on the second floor.
Yes, there
What
was.
would happen if I laid a doll in it?
I don't know. Let's go check out this installment of MTV's Cribs.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Which means, okay. Oh, thank you, game, for spoiling the fact that it was a godling, because, you know, you flat out showed her. And with the name placard that I already know her name is Sarah. That's right, down here. And pan back, and there they are.
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? I could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
I know my shit, kid.
Looks like one and acts like one. Trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big N chases me. N's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
So I keep telling people.
Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
But first, what is in here? Oh shit, there's some elven ruins down here. And a bunch of other random crap. Things that'll sell for a pretty penny at the nearest blacksmith. Oh, that's the ladder. That's what I want. Okay. I mean, it's not like the house is, you know, it's not that great. I mean, I'm comparing it to what Triss was living in, but still, I mean, like, this place is a real fixer-upper. Wakey, wakey, Sleeping Beauty.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream... well, it was all too...
It's okay. I remember there was this game I played as a kid, Mario 64, and there was this demented piano.
The house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
I enjoy the Oniromancer's professional trade uniform. Stimulates the imagination, you know? Which actually, now that I think about it, now that I've said the joke out loud, actually probably does help with the business. Anyway, now for this.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Yeah, sorry,
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid.
You own the largest bank in Novigrad, my good man. I'm sure the expenditure of a single townhouse won't make you destitute.
Economically.
Economically. I don't know, but for some reason, every time someone pronounces economics with a really, really long, hard E sound, economically, not only do they sound like a complete ponce, but it just makes them sound like they're putting on airs. Like, I'm sure it's just the accent, but every time I hear it, it comes from somebody who's speaking with that overly dramatic British accent that constantly sounds like I'm talking down my nose at you. And it just irritates me sometimes. Yep, we got more side quests.
It's clear as the eternal fire.
Oh, there's gonna be a big Novigrad side quest thing. Oh. Festival of Nilfgaardian culture cancelled. It pains me to inform you that in light of recent events, the decision has been made to call off our planned Festival of Nilfgaardian culture. Ambassador Varatra. That might be one of the most concise notices this game has given me yet. We'll buy books. We'll purchase books. Content not important as long as they're bound in attractive leather and have titles written in gold plate. I wish to display them in my salon in a bid to lend my domicile gravity and sophistication. Helmut Altberg, cotton merchant. People like that do exist. A word from the Armorers Guild. The Armorers Guild would like to remind you of the following. No one shall forge nor sell armor nor helmets in Novigrad unless he has first joined our ranks and proven his credentials as a master. Members of the guild must pay 2 out of every 100 crowns earned to the communal fund. Any member who knowingly takes on another member's apprentice shall pay half of his earned profits to the guild. Yeesh. Any member caught selling iron helmets and breastplates claiming they are steel shall be stricken from the guild registry. Ooh. Con men armorers. Hold on a second, I've got ideas for D&D campaigns. Hold on. Hold on, where's my notebook? 2 seconds. Okay. Any member who brings a weapon to guild meetings shall pay a day's earnings to the communal fund by way of punishment. Okay. Yeah, the Armorers Guild does not fuck around. Want that hot burning firewood. Church of the Eternal Fire seeks to purchase firewood of the highest quality. Any man who can supply such product will not only be generously compensated, but will also aid the fight against heresy and lechery, for the wood shall be used to build the pyres upon which mages and other such filth will be incinerated. His Excellency Cyrus Engelkind Hemmelfart, Hierarch of the Church of the Eternal Fire. Sorry, I forgot the guy's last name included Fart. Contract issued by Temple Guard of the city of Novigrad. Fellow followers of the Flame. That's kind of presumptuous. In recent days, several officers of the Temple Guard have been ravaged to death in a most bestial manner. An investigation has been launched to look into the matter, so the perpetrator shall soon feel the iron grip of justice closing around his throat. Anyone able to help the guardsmen track down and punish this murderer, or murderers as the case may be, is asked to report to the nearest guard post at once. A reward is foreseen. It is likewise hereby announced that any man aiding or abetting these bandits or withholding evidence regarding these crimes shall be punished by torture, imprisonment, or even death. Sergeant Gilbert Witschke. That's the last name. Gwent. Yeah, I'll take it just so it's not a notice. Oh, we got something.
Help some fellas out, Master. We're a bit of coin short another round. Because we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter. Except witchers earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords out with their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's a witcher for, anyways? It's to help men in need.
You don't want to sell me death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life.
You boys look tired. Probably ought to go home now.
Well, how long we been drinking now?
2 days. Well said, Master.
Jesus Christ!
We will go.
How has no one cut you off before this? Probably because they had the money and no scruples, but fuck it.
Burghers and burgesses of the free city of Novigrad. I believe
the fight pits. We'll get to that later. That'll be a side quest roundup type situation, especially if I need the extra scratch. That's a big ship's wheel. Wheels, even. Nice room. Oh, and the music changed. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just looting your shit. In some way, shape, or form, I can sell a lot of this for pennies on the dollar, but every little bit helps.
Dreaming here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions.
Dear sound editors, up her mix just a little bit. She's really quiet.
Most who come to me acknowledge that. Many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams.
So what the hell were you doing at the house?
Nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
Yeah, here we go.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose. She lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, this is frickin' adorable.
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
I'm still here, aren't I?
I have more to say.
Then please do.
Yeah. One more thing. Yeah, so I died one time.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Jennifer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Avalon?
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Falker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the Firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yep, let's get as much out of Geralt as we can.
Something else. They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No, that's it on that.
Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
You probably would have looked for Yennefer Triss, but I can't remember what my options have been the last time, but I want to say it's like, I wanted her, it's like, she must have sought out my foppy boyfriend.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
And also because I know that there's a Dandelion portion of the story too, so. There he is. An explosion. Yeah, Dandelion's in trouble. Big shock.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
What about the parsley and sage? What happened to them?
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That cat dandelion for Dandelion.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
I hope so too. It's literally the entire point of this fucking game. Hey, level up. When's the next one of these? 15, of course. Alright, so let's just increase my magic trap. There we go. Say it, don't spray it, ma'am. Please. Alright. Alright, nothing for it. Just, aw dang. The story says I have to go to the whorehouse. How could I possibly say no to that? I think I went one floor too far down. I think I went to the basement. Shit! Stairs! Forced walking inside. Hey, you know what? At the very least, it's tighter controls than Grand Theft Auto games.
Rum, time and again. I'd kill for some vodka.
Yeah, rum's fine. Stop your belly aching. It's made from sugar, for fuck's sake. Okay, and now for the... Whoop, here we go. Yep, we got stuffs.
Man, did he fix it for you? No. Said I'd come to the wrong place.
Hattori! Hattori Hanzo!
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey. A vat gun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
Are you joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
40 and a half. Still impressed. You're something of an expert, evidently.
I'm Ibir Hattori, former master swordsmith. Currently, a master of dumplings.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Sure. Do I have the option? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're so friendly and fucking dumplings rule.
Tasty.
Glad to hear it. Anything else I can do for you?
Looking for a good swordsmith. No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though all supplies go through Ernst Van Horn. And they say he plays cards with Cleaver. Frequently.
Tell me more.
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings. a small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havocars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to town hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection, and in Novigrad, few dare get in Cleaver's way.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources. How am I to talk to them? Unless... Would you be willing to help me?
Nice helmet back there.
Want me to help you get you supplies?
Reminds me of Minda's headdress from Twilight Princess.
To a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's just... he demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Could I choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
Oh, hell yeah.
No. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with
Dude,
that.
you'll get a god-slaying sword out of it. Come on.
Is a Van Horsen. He must be
the elf's got
I'd
jokes.
Be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Arrange the meeting.
Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.
I gotta double check what level that one is and how long I can put it off. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be a minute. Actually, what are some of the... okay. Can do. Still in the process of doing. Okay. So... I still gotta pick up more secondary quests, and I gotta pick up more levels before I can really get fully into everything going on here. But God, I love the writing for even the side quests. That was an entire, like... I love the way Hattori is written. and the fact that you can make more selling gyoza than you can selling swords. It is safer, I will give it that. You don't have the heat of the forge, but you do have the heat of the oven, so it's not completely lost to you. Alright, now, hello, what was that? Alright, and... of course it's locked. That's the back door. Let's try the... Anybody else noticing a problem here?
I never come back, you stinking stagges.
Oh!
We wanted was...
oh, hell yes. It's Zoltan.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your ass till you've toes for teeth.
I love this little fucker.
Geralt in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
Oh, hell
With
yeah.
pleasure. Ever fight a witcher?
Come on, who wants a piece? I'm good at this.
That's it, you're in for it.
Not good.
Reminds me of a piece of war.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost like we never left Virgin.
Get out. Oh, yeah.
Pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Oh, it's Zoltan. I'm not gonna say.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Don't know.
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
And I just came from a Neuromancer.
I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Oh god, what's he gotten into this time?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Not just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to you hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shitestorm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Please tell me it's not where he hummed. He was still terrible at that.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion. Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
Maybe we should put that down. No, god damn it, I want to look at the frickin' loot. No, not that.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Yeah, Bard leaving their instrument behind. That's a sign of problems. Crystallized essence. What were the bums doing with that? Plenty of water, though, which I'm thankful for. Oh, here we go.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Is it? It's a ledger.
It says planner.
Oh.
Dandelion and planning, good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually,
there's that glorious painting of his.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Yeah, that sounds on brand for him.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it.
I like your, I
Oh,
like
so
the
that's
cut of your
not
jib,
how
Zoltan.
get the ones in yours. So, Che.
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Well, here we go. Says read the planner. So let's read the fucking, not quests, inventory. Read the fucking planner. Rosa of Aratra, like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility, a charming garden-disclosed villa in Gildorf. I think I started to read that like a limerick, but that's not actually what it was. Oops. Molly, though well she knows the touch of silk and lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace. Gildorf, villa next to the morgue. Oh, God. Vespula, timid though in looks, no adventure did skip her. My heart melts when she asks ever had a big dipper. Far corners, laundered near the mouth of the Pontar. Marabella, though her cries are divine when behind closed doors, standing on stage, her squawks are drowned by snores. The bits near Popper's Square. Oh, God. Ella Hall, a figure most rare, her nature dual, look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Tailor's shop across from the tannery. Dandelion, you frickin'... Oh wait, that's Zoltan. I come back to him later. Alright, I guess we'll just go down the list. Back to Vespula, who's right out here, in theory. Oh, dear Lord.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Nice mask. Oh! Okay,
What
okay.
you hiring for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armor?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
You hit a woman, it's officially my concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Mine.
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
Keep it together, lads.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Yep. You're still on fire? Holy cow. That lasts for a while, don't it?
The Witcher will burn you.
There we go.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Sorry.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just gotta soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
Woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're
Oops.
stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Don't know
Oops.
if you remember.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I just felt bad about letting that one asshole go earlier with the
Wait,
bandit
I know
group.
you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling.
We just walked right through the laundry lines.
'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
What was that about washerwomen?
I ask you about other washerwomen. Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Oh, yeah, shit, he owns a tavern now. Shit, he might actually be trying to turn legit. Fuck.
From Kovir. Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Oof.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
God damn it. So yeah, this is why you roll a high dex. This is why you roll charisma. The bard's got a reputation for a fucking reason, and I'm over encumbered again. Alright, how far is the frickin' blacksmith? Oh, conveniently, all the women that I'm looking for are in the same area. Except for this one, but... There it is. There's the market. Well, this is going to be exciting. Fuck this. There we go. I'll just drop those two and sell the rest. Sorry.
Ow!
Sorry, getting my morning laps in.
Four witches are evil's
Yeah, that's why I came to this guy so much, to sell weapons that I kept picking up.
What do you have on offer?
Oh wait, no, this guy was a frickin' bitch to beat in Gwent, that's what it was. This one I can get rid of the default Witcher stuff. And I'll put the Viper ones in my chest. And I should dismantle you guys. Oh, that's right. Dismantling costs money. I'll dismantle that one for the Dimeridium in it. And that. The rest of these I'll sell. And now he's poor. Let's just repair everything I've got. Okay, now I need saddlebags, please. I'll buy all these. Good enough for now. Still a little weighty, but that's what the saddles are for. Or saddlebags, I mean. Oh yeah, that's much better. In fact, I should also try to see if I can find a merchant and sell all those to. First, let's get this marker off my map. Okay. Alright. You, sir. Do you buy horse-related shit?
Welcome.
What have you got there?
Hello, sunrise, right in my fucking face. Oh my god, there's a good 10 pounds out of my frickin' inventory. Wow, I got a bunch of random crap. Good news is it doesn't weigh anything. Until we get to the actual junk. I don't think I need the skulls. If I do, we've got a problem. How heavy are the yeah, broken rakes, very heavy. Jesus Christ. Why am I carrying around so many rope ladders? It's not like wolf hides are hard to come by. I just gotta kill wolves so I can get rid of those. Okay, I've got 100 pounds to work with.
So long.
Alright. Anyway. Now to go talk to Elihal, who is, by my reckoning of the objective markers, the objection! Because the other three were all on the same square, and she is just over here by herself.
Eternal fire, why me?
Maybe because you complain so much, sir. Clouds are beautiful. Oh, that's right. I believe Elihal is the cross-dressing elf. Clothe the air. Sorry, I lost my vocabulary there for a second.
Welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elihal.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elihal?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elihal was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that.
No, I don't. Wait. I don't need the. Okay, fine. Just. I think I've got alcohol in this drink right now.
Any better?
So you're...
You certainly know how to put a face on.
Elihal.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Sounds right.
Don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button rear fixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as
I remember Kalkstein from the very beginning of Witcher 1.
Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I went out like a champ. And I only remember that because I played Witcher 3 the first time through. That was the only time I've ever actually played one of them all the way through. Then I thought I'd try Witcher 1 again and still found it as incomprehensible as ever. But I did actually manage to get through Witcher 2 after that. But I do remember getting to Kalkstein because I remembered the name, and then my second playthrough of Witcher 3, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And now here we are again. I'm not going to ask him why he cross-dresses. That's a him thing.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Just based on the way that their bodies are built, are all elf men considered twinks, or is that specifically for for human characters that are twinkish in their appearance and build?
What's he doing here?
Surprisingly, not a lot of people on the street at this hour. Thank God. I don't want to bolt the entire town's population over looking for 3 women. You okay, guy? Yep, he's just drunk. Hey, we're getting into the fancy parts of town. And even so, there are still beggars. This can't end well. Hello, kids.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Where are ya? A rat bit him, and he's caught a thief.
Ida Emian for one, Francesca Vinderberg for another, and that Yennefer Vinderberg heard even she's one quarter elf.
Perhaps you're not talking these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Yeah.
Like as not.
How do you know?
Mum says that if he but catches a cough.
Was Dandelion hot for teacher?
Yes. What do you want?
No, it's Dandelion. He's hot for anything with 2 legs and no Y chromosome.
Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We peruse the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more...
Yes, he loves very freely and very often.
So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Well, I will say this about Dandelion. Having his finger in every pie in town does mean he's really good at networking. Okay, now the actual part where there's no mud on the streets, just nothing but cobbled stones as far as the eye can frickin' see. Okay, oop, we got side quests. Announcement concerning items of a magic nature. May the following hereby be known. The production, possession, or sale of any magic items whatsoever, exempli gratia, amulets meant to bring good fortune, desire, intensifying potions, dolls used to cast curses on their likenesses, and so forth, is strictly forbidden and shall be punished with the utmost severity. His Excellence, Cyrus Ingokan Hemmel, Hierarch of the Eternal Fire. Notice in the death of Joachim Schwann. Honorable townsdwellers, I deeply regret to inform you about the untimely death of Joachim Schwann, a tax collector who had served our fair city for many years. The ceremonial cremation of his remains will take place at the end of the current month. The Council of the Free City of Novigrad. P.S. Since Joachim Schwann's family did not wish an address to be made known, please address all condolences to City Hall. P.P.S. Please refrain from sending letters of a derogatory nature. Oh, wasn't he that priest that I decided to kill because he was, you know, killing people? Important, do not fondle the merchandise. Fondled goods must be purchased by the fondler. The City Council of the Free City of Novigrad. I think we have a new record for shortest announcement. Quick coin in a pinch. Need coin fast? Those blasted non-humans at the Vivaldi Bank say your credit's no good? Come see me. No paperwork required. No questions asked. No limits. Loans available in Hochlandian francs. On Juker. Annual interest rate 700%. Juker, fuck you. Anyway, Molly, that's one I want to do next, just because I remember aspects of that. I mean, pardon me, gentlemen, I gotta talk to Rosa Varatra.
Want to see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
A deserter from the Squire King.
Well, that was useful.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Oh, sorry. Didn't even see you there, my guy. Oh, God. Hey, he's not in much of a talking mood, it seems.
One false move and you will regret it.
Yes, yes. Oh, one false move, etc., etc. Shit. Alright, come on, Geralt. Let's use these uncanny jumping abilities of yours. Damn it. Get up there. Nope, this is going badly. This is going badly.
Fancy men like me, whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa.
Yep, she's being accosted by a gentleman who don't take no for an answer. Hello.
A deserter from the Squire 10.
There's got to be some. Okay, you know what? Maybe I will go talk to Molly first. Dude, you're standing in the... I saw that. You were in the fucking porch.
This Baronet's Lavallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see her chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa Lavalette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, talk when the Emperor summoned me to Vizima.
Had you run afoul of Var Emrys? No. You'd be long dead if that were so. It seems, then, that you share some interests. But I shan't question you out of doors. Will you accept my invitation?
That's right, that's why I was putting this one off.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Horse races, you say?
Well, if Molly will be there.
On our way, then.
Oh yeah, I think I had the chance to earn some more fancy horse-related accessories. But yeah, this is why I was putting it off, but going in and out of the Varatra estate is going to take a little bit more brain power than I want to dedicate when I'm streaming. I'll figure it out when I get back, if I have to figure it out at all.
We've arrived.
Yep.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges.
Hello,
As a young
moist
girl, I
red meat.
travelled there
Things are doing good.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the black stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
I've got jokes.
Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Retanian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Sounds like you're a horse guy.
Your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Why not?
What I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Sure, I'll race.
Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
The stamina, you say? I'll go with the Zerrikanian.
Tales of Zerrikanian horses. I'll ride the bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Riders, ready?
I hope.
Don't spare the horse.
I'm trying. Go, damn it. No, shit.
Come on, Witcher. Let's see what you're made of. Don't spare the horse.
All right, and let up a little bit.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Yeah, pardon me as I get the inside track again. No! Come on! No, no! Not into the fence! You stupid!
Don't spare the horse.
Sorry, I just gotta get my stamina built up a little bit. Gotta burst my way. There we go.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory.
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Superior racing saddle. Thank you, General.
Could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Sure thing. But first. $50 stamina versus 40 stamina. Alright. I like it. I also just noticed I'm almost level 14. Hell fucking yeah. Molly! Hi.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again.
At most it was 3 times. Talk him up. Talk him up. He's a bro.
Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Which is true at least
All about
once.
your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
Yeah, she's not entirely wrong.
But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Yeah, that's a tip. It's called a red flag.
Remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But not seen him since.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
I've played a D&D character whose main gimmick was that he didn't lie to people. He had the ability to, he just didn't. And honestly, it was a fun RP experience, seeing how much, like, it's surprising how much just telling the truth will actually get shit done. And then you have the bards, like Dandelion here, who take advantage of and lie to everyone constantly with every breath they take. Granted, he is a storyteller, so I can understand the necessity of it for, you know, occupational hazard and all that, but it's just fun sometimes.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
I don't see why not.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
I've still got to break into the house across the square anyway. At least I think I do. Oh yeah, I still got to find a way into the Varatra estate. Anyway. A little horse diversion was lovely.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
And I'm very glad I didn't have to kill your son.
See ya.
In Witcher 2. Because when I actually played it, I actually put in the effort to not kill the guy at the beginning of the game. Oh god, here comes the people.
Ah! This belly, it's eternal fire, how it hurts. Piss off.
Well, fuck you too, sir. Oh god, I gotta...
They laughed at us.
What?
Perhaps to them we looked
What?
What? Sick of it all. Piss off.
If you're sick, if you're sick, if you're sick of it. Alright. Okay, now we gotta find a way in. Oh my god, the soldier. I thought those were city guards. No, they're soldiers.
Those were the days.
This has got to be the way, right? In theory. Nope. Come on. Geralt. Geralt. There we go. Yes. Okay.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia?
You don't have to summon the guard. There's one right there.
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? Well, I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters? No. The Varatras demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room, now.
Oy.
As you say, miss.
Going back to what I said, Geralt was honest. She's the liar, but still.
I hope you realise what you've got yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
That might be what attracted Dandelion to her.
Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss. Follow me.
Okay, the ambassador and I are on good terms, last I checked. Ooh, fancy basement.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Sure. It's got its own little sheath. It's quite cute. Man, this top and these pants do not go together.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely
How long you gonna make me wait?
Damn it!
Gotcha.
Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes. In the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind.
Yeah, that's
He
him.
mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Okay.
Granted. You're quick.
Come on, come closer.
Sorry, I'm a lot better at this than you are.
Damn it!
Gotcha.
If you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few practice.
Sorry about that bruise on your arm.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Artry, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden.
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Yay, twins.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Girls, you're both pretty.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Money problems.
Any outcome looming?
Papa
Doesn't
says
ring
much
any
depends
sort of
on
bell
Rad
with me. Nope,
and
not
on
at
who
all.
captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately?
Sorry, I was just really into local politics.
Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what?
Having seen what a werewolf looks like, I think she would notice.
Followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta.
Alright.
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Say when.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
We'll see.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
God. Geralt of Rivia, man whore extraordinaire. God, at least this time it lets me put my hands and my gloves and boots back on. I was gonna say hands and feet, but that's not exactly accurate. Oh, there's a level up. Fencing lessons.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Hello. Goodbye. Anyway, level up. Damage absorb restores vitality. Yes, I should probably work towards that. At next level, I get one more of these slots, and level after that, another mutagen slot. Hell yeah. Which means more sign intensity if I play my cards right. Sweet. Oh, barber. Everyone, stop everything. I need a shave.
I am not a racist. Human, elf, dwarf, it matters not, provided he's well
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Razors, scissors, knives, ground to sharpness mere moments ago.
Need a trim. Think you can manage?
Oh, why not? Sure. I'll stick with this for a minute.
So long.
Foxy Grandpa.
Of this I'm sure. No.
All right, now that we've got myself styled with a slightly ridiculous beard, let's go and talk to a dwarf whose beard is going to put mine to absolute shame no matter what day of the week it is. It recedes, it cowers in Zoltan's presence.
Power of the eternal fire.
You're a vulgar one.
Whoop. Just hurdle the beggar. Why not? Ah.
Monsieur Zoltan, you old one. What's this? Haven't even drunk her water? Naughty bird. Now repeat. Savory crackers.
Hi, future plot development. I'll be back to talk to you. But first.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? Got to start talking any day now.
She's an owl, not a parrot.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well. Mark my words, she'll be playing Gwent with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
You first. I've had a day.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much of note. He wasn't staying with any of them. I've not seen hide nor hair of them in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines. Dubious worth.
Oh, do tell.
Let's hear him. I'm all ears.
I know how he wooed a lass studying natural history. Asked her about the habits of trolls. You know where he went with the cook from the Passiflora? The Oxenford Novigrad Road, which is just now being repaired. Made us stare for hours as labourers crushed boulders into cobblestones, trying to pass it off as a romantic outing. I don't know of a human woman, but that would bore a dwarven lass to tears. He's growing old, that poet of ours.
Maybe. Or maybe he did all that for a reason.
Sounds like you found something out.
Yeah.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalinetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Okay, who?
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
Dandelion in love. Actually, truly in love.
Oh, yes. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
All right. So it's what, 12:30 in the afternoon? Well, as it turns out, I am needing a slight refresh on my healing potion, so meditation for a while is just what the doctor ordered. Which means now I make my way over to the Kingfisher. During the dubious hours of sundown that this game has, depending on the light level. And there we go, and listen to one of my favorite scenes in the entire game, because damn, she's got a good voice and it's a lovely song. There's even a piano cover of it by somebody that I have on one of my Spotify playlists. Okay. Sure thing, sir. Enjoy your evening, I guess. Oh, hold on. I believe I saw something yellow, which leads me to believe that it's more side quests. Yes. I really certain I took everything quest related because I've been here. I've been to this board. I grabbed everything. Ah, oops. He tried to sell the house and somebody's pissed about it. And, yay. Oh, I love Priscilla. Okay, alright, so it's endearing graffiti. Got it. Ah, here we go. Oh, wait, this starts off with, if I remember correctly. My words are leaving me.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
But yeah, it happens after the fact, so I'm gonna set my controller down and just enjoy the show.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess. A winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes.
have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound, the wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream, come the morning, your scent, berry star, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes, glistening as you weep.
So, Geralt, how did you know that how did you feel knowing the song's about you and your true love? Bet that was a surprise, huh? Oh yeah, it's her from White Orchard.
I know him!
Oh god, here we go.
Was he murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard?
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
Yeah, boy.
Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come.
Well, I mean, usually it takes a little bit more work than that.
Listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
It's, yeah, you got the whole story.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheepdip.
And I've not seen him since.
Alright. So he's gone full criminal, I say. Alrighty then.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine at the Passaflora once. Laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Anyway, Reuven.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Horson Jr.'s lair. Then Horson's men chased him all over town.
Horson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuben, Carlo the Cleaver Veres, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here we go.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax. I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Horson first. And Siggy Reuben. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Horson, but Reuben runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
Yep.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. The Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry it. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, I've got bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Alright, let's get out of here before anyone else tries to start a bar fight.
Darkness everywhere. I see it all around.
Do you seek to get me drunk, sir?
If I was seeking to get you drunk, madame, we would not be drinking Côte de Blessure.
Why ever not?
It's too expensive.
There we go. That's a good idea. It's like, are you trying to get me drunk? No. If I was, we'd be drinking cheaper shit.
I believe I shall stop.
Try it out, gentlemen. See if it works.
Even with the war on, they still manage to
Piss me
the liquor.
All right. Talk to Siggy Reuben. Hey. Well. The bathhouse is... Yep, lower floor.
Anybody there? Open up.
It's a nice door.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
He's not going to tell you what he's busy with.
Tell him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuben will have time to see him.
Wanna bet?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Tall, fat, limp in his left leg, dangerous. There's only so many people that could be.
Cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy.
You happen to know any good jokes? I'm sorry, that was terrible.
The meeting is in the bath.
It won't happen again.
We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
I'm sorry.
Let's go.
That one literally just came to me and I'm laughing at how fucking stupid it is. Oh my god.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will be safe.
Happen the eunuch. You happen to see any balls laying around? No? Okay. Okay. Bathhouse time. For obvious reasons, the censor thing is going up just because there's going to be a couple of things I know Twitch TOS is going to notice. Yep. Immediately, yep.
You were right. He doesn't blush. Junior cut off his hand, then ordered them to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body back behind any hand extended like a horse.
Clear that you've not seen Reuben. Gudrun calls it
I chose not to come.
Anyway, I don't recall there being any women in here.
Easy, Cleaver.
So here we go.
Your son Junior's a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe, and we'll eliminate Junior when
and only when all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
I wouldn't call him fat, he's just slightly portly.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
Your Highness.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
I'm a witcher.
I'm a witcher.
Problems with your plumbing? Nah, it's under control. Geralt's a friend from the old days. Although...
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no!
Oh!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
First ever party with my prick hanging out.
Conveniently, we're all wearing towels. Due to the fact that I don't know if all the lady folk have evacuated yet, this combat will be done behind the censor bar, just to be safe.
Keep it together, lads! Damn it!
Okay, conveniently, I believe all the women have left. However, I am also kind of occupied. Just imagine there's a bunch of men wielding sticks, wearing towels, beating the crap out of the Joker's henchmen. Okay, we're good.
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance to explain.
Sure. Yeah, we'll expose his name, like, not because we don't want to piss him off.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam, you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of
That tattoo doesn't count.
And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I gotta say, the fight was entertaining. Anyway,
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're a boner-biting bastard, Uncle Fucker.
A chat session.
You're an Uncle Fucker. I must say, you fucked your uncle yesterday. Anyway, that's the South Park movie out of my head for now.
So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, wanna find Whoreson? Find me first.
You know, we're in a bathhouse. You couldn't stand to wash your face. You're still filthy from the neck up. Ugh.
I need to find Whoreson. Now looks like I gotta get to him before Cleaver does.
Cleaver won't find him easy. Junior's good at hiding. He's got peasant smarts.
Look at the time. Good luck in your search, Witcher.
I'll call on you tomorrow, Francis. We'll finish our chat.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I had my reasons. Your leg would be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on Thanedd. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit.
I do like Dijkstra as a character. His writing is excellent.
Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste. Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam, and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house. Though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
The casino probably sounds like Gwent, so I'm not going to do it. But punching things, I'm really good at that.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf. But you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way.
He's still an elitist.
Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
Alright, I'll ask about the casino.
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Whoreson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Alright, time to go look for Junior.
See if I can't find Whoreson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Whoreson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
From Master Spy to Master Criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah. Except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No,
That's
I'm
not wit, that's just a question.
I prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Yeah, I had to remind somebody of that not too long ago.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sign that the relationship's probably soured.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. Bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
So was I.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
That would be payment enough.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Boy, that sound is really making me have to use the bathroom. And down we go. Oh, at least a little brace means he... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's right. I killed a bunch of people upstairs. That's what all those are.
Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that. Now.
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose joyful.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hard. But less thinky. But less thinky. But sadless.
I have questions, but I'll stick with one.
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. Hot there. Siggy but take. good, Ziggy.
Okay, you got a troll.
I have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust
Makes perfect sense.
Don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
It's a good job, Bart. Sorry that I'm going to not get fed to you.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny, Chorfun. Oh, God.
Sorry, Bart. Just don't bang your head on the wall.
The hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. But look, won't go. But look, no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head full.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. But troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
But through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff upper lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox fonts, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection.
Oof.
Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Once again, I love this guy.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Hi, Bart. Do I got that Pops mold anywhere? Nope. Oh, those are decoctions. That's not what I need. Nope, it doesn't say use it, so...
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away.
Bomb.
Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
Yeah, that's a pretty far away.
Shouldn't go any further without taking that antidote.
Yeah, I know. Where is it? Okay, it should be here. No. Really? Interesting. All right. Okay. Wait. There it is. Nope, put that back in there. There we go. Okay.
I thought Witcher's potions were vile. Fine grading. Couldn't push much through that. Drowners. Stench. Of course.
Let's dry that skin out a little bit. Apparently there's something right here. Oh well. According to my map, there's like some freaking phantom drowners around here.
The thug Dijkstra hired.
Yeah, that hissing noise is not doing me any favors as far as my anxiety.
Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too. Couldn't keep it down any more than the other guy. Need to burn the corpses. Otherwise, drowners will never stop congregating.
Jesus Christ, gentlemen.
Show me what you got.
Anyway, he said burn the corpses. Yeah, let's do that. Where was it? There we go. Hello.
Definitely came through here.
And the other guy.
There. Maybe now the drowners will go feed elsewhere.
There's hoping that antidote holds. I still got investigating to do. Hello?
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
Oh, that's right, can't jump while I'm doing Witcher sense. Just do a quick little anything good up here search. And then head on back before this antidote runs out. Ooh, Dimeridium. Hell yeah. Locked. Okay, that's enough. We've whoop. There we go. Ooh, silver. It's one less bit of silver I gotta find for future sword upgrades. Anyway, we are running out of time on this antidote, so it's time to fuck off. Oop. Oop. More drowner crap. I'm not sure I'd want to eat any bread that came out of here, but I do believe Geralt's eaten worse in his life. Alright, we're clear. Alright, where's the ladder up? Yay, for all this water. It is doing wonders for my passive survivability. Holy underwear. Because even up, it's surprising how expensive just bottled water is in this game. Anyway. We got plants around the bathhouse, and we got loot from the assassins. And then we got a conversation with Dijkstra, and that should put me, damn it, close to the end of my stream time. Alright. Alright, hello, dead people. I require your finest loot. Come one, come all. Ooh, a weapon repair kit. That's a rare find. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Assassin. That's going to come in very handy at some point in the future. Ooh, and gyoza. I suppose technically just a dumpling, but I fucking love gyoza. Hello, Happen. Happen to see anything good? I gotta stop doing that.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
A number of things, actually. Let's go over them.
Found a second corpse, one of the thieves. Threw up the antidote just like your man Fonts.
A beautiful death. Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty vial.
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end. Literally.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Yours too, Dijkstra. You're one of my favorite side characters in this game.
I'd miss a knife in my knickers. All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Nothing interesting. Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like. Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
CSI Geralt strikes again.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
Either way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
All right, we just had to possible suspect. We just had to cross him off the list.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
I've heard this, but
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I've not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral.
Oh dear.
But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Sure thing.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna call that as, oh Jesus Christ, I haven't saved the entire fucking time. Jesus Christ, I gotta remember to do that. Anyway, we are a few scant minutes away from 7 o'clock, which is my 4-hour mark. And since this just seems like the perfect opportunity and time, I should probably alt tab out before I try to do this. I am going to call the stream there. So, for those of you that stopped by, thank you very much. Your audience is always appreciated. For those of you who watched the VOD, I hope you were entertained in some way, shape, or form and come back in the future. Tomorrow, I will once again be going live with my Avowed stream. And this coming Tuesday, on my birthday, I'm turning 33, oh god, I'm going to be doing a extra long Final Fantasy XIV stream because it's also the day the new patch goes live. So it's going to be early in the morning and hoping I can finish it before my dad gets into town. Anyway, with all of that, good night, goodbye, and see you all next time.